Hey everybody, Brandon Swanson alongside Sean Anderson, and we have come to our final preview of Week 2. We've got the Colts, we've got the Broncos. We have a Colts team that put up a lot of points, 35 of them in Week 1. They go 0-1. The Broncos, though, win a tight one, 21-20. Trevor Siemian made his first start against the Panthers. He gets the win. What do you think in this one?
He honestly didn't look that bad. I don't think Trevor Siemian's going to win the quarterback battle here, but I don't think he's going to win a lot of quarterback battles. But he didn't have to win the quarterback battle last week against Cam Newton. You know, maybe he had a little help from the refs there with the shots at Newton, but ultimately Trevor Siemian did not look bad in this game. I mean, he did have 2 interceptions, but one of those was a great play by the Panthers defense there. And if I look at the Broncos, the true key is just exactly what you did last week. Run the ball and play great defense. I mean, this is the old kind of style of the NFL back in the 90s and 80s and 70s was just if you have a great defense and you have a great rushing attack, then you're going to win most of your games. And the Broncos are obviously proving that strategy can still work. If the Broncos do that effectively, they are going to win this game because we saw it with the Colts. They're able to move the ball down the field, but that secondary is bad. That secondary is really bad. And if they take advantage with that, maybe you throw a couple balls deep to Sanders. We don't know about Thomas's status right now. I know he's questionable because he's on my fantasy team, but if he's able to move the ball down the field, Trevor Siemian effectively, like he did, maybe a little less turnovers, but also the turnovers didn't come back and bite him too much. If CJ Anderson's going to be effective on the ground and Trevor Siemian can be more efficient with the ball, that's going to help this Broncos team because we know they can play mighty fine defense. For the Colts, it's really going to be stepping up this defensive side because you do have a rookie quarterback in Trevor Siemian, or not a rookie quarterback, but a very inexperienced quarterback. If you're able to put pressure on him and force those mistakes, that's going to be really the only way I see you guys being in this game because that defense is so good. I think Andrew Luck is going to have trouble against this Broncos defense, but ultimately, just looking at this, I think the Broncos are going to win this game because of that great defense, and seeing how poorly the Colts defense did play against Matthew Stafford, I think that's going to be the downfall here, and I think the Broncos are going to win a low-scoring affair. I think it's going to be 20-13. The Broncos get the victory.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see it be more of a low-scoring affair. Watch it be like 55.
It probably will be.
50.
We're usually wrong.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Ricky said the Broncos were going 4-12, so.
Yeah. Well, you're right. We're all wrong.
It's true.
Well, folks, thank you so much for tuning in this week and to this video. Comment down below. Let Sean know what you think about his prediction. He is taking the Denver Broncos in this one over the Indy Colts. And folks, thank you so much for tuning in to all of our previews this week. In Week 2, we had a lot of fun. Sean,
we did.
A lot of fun with you, buddy, this week. It was a really good time.
Yeah, it's been great.
And make sure you check out Ricky and Mark's previews of the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles, also the Green Bay Packers, the Vikings, and also, the game's already over, I'm sure. But don't count out their preview, though,
it was a great game.
Of the Jets and the Bills. Preview is still important even after the game's over, so you can then go back and see who was right.
We even have all of our MVP picks for the NFL season. We got Ricky, Mark, Brandon, me, Dave, Mike even picking all the games, so check out that video as well.
Yeah. Sean, thank you very much for throwing that in. Thanks for being here. We will see you next week. Week 3 picks in the NFL and keys to the game coming next week. Make sure you keep it right here on MVP, though, because MVP never stops, never sleeps. Ricky sure doesn't. I'll tell you what, he sure doesn't. So keep it right here on MVP. A lot of good stuff happening. Don't miss out on any of these videos. Till next time, everybody. So long.